Cheesy the podcast, presented by Just Cheesy Productions.
Hi there, I'm your host Fondue.
I'm Cheesy.
In this week's episode, we're gonna fondue and find out.
Holy cow.
We're talking about the history of fondue and the Swiss cheese union.
Whoa.
And we're gonna tackle the controversial question, is nacho cheese, queso, Velveeta,
What?
is it fondue?
Fondue?
And of course, we tell our very cheesy joke.
I love a
Stay
joke.
tuned for episode 220, Fondue and Find Out on Just Cheesy the podcast. According to nationaltoday.com, February is National Fondue Month.
Woo woo.
I'm going to say some of the most controversial words I've ever said on this podcast.
You are?
My namesake, fondue, I think it's a lie.
What?
That's right. We think of fondue as something that's ancient, and it's been in the Swiss Alps for eons and eons.
Yeah.
WisconsinCheese.com says that you can trace fondue back to almost 800 BC in the time of Homer's Iliad.
Whoa.
Literature from that era describes a mixture of goat's or sheep's milk cheese with wine and flour.
Yum.
About Switzerland says the earliest origin of the recipe goes back to a book published in Zurich in 1699.
Holy cow.
They call for grated or diced cheese to be melted with wine, and they say that you dip bread in the mixture.
Ooh.
The word fondue is in a culinary text in 1735,
It is?
and it was first used in English in 1878.
Whoa.
According to blog.nationalmuseum.ch, Switzerland was first hit with cheese fever in the 19th century.
Cheese fever.
Up to that time, hard cheese could only be produced in the summer on the Alps.
Whoa.
And that's because that was the only location where there was enough room for herds big enough to supply a lot of milk to make hard cheese.
Wow.
Fondue didn't really get a foothold in popularity until the 20th century.
It didn't?
Until this time, fondue was seasonal, regional, and occasional.
Whoa.
Fondue as we know it today wasn't ancient, it was marketing.
What?
That's right, there's something called the Swiss Cheese Union.
Whoa.
This was a marketing and trading organization in Switzerland which served as a cartel to control cheese
Cartel?
production from 1914 all the way through to 1999.
Holy cow.
Blog.nationalmuseum.ch went on to explain that during the interwar and post-World War II years, the Swiss Cheese Union actively promoted fondue, and this was
Whoa.
to boost cheese consumption.
Really?
They wanted to transform what had been a regional dish into a national symbol.
Whoa.
Kind of like us with our Got Milk campaign.
Oh,
The Swiss
yeah.
Cheese Union also had its own slogan.
It did?
It's a Swiss-German slogan, and I'm
Oh,
not
no.
going to say it in the native language. I am going to
good.
give you the translation.
Okay.
And it loosely means fondue is good and creates a good mood.
Duh.
Listen, I'm not going to lie. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
They promoted the simplicity and appeal as a communal meal.
Yeah.
Apparently, they wanted to appeal to men because they said it was masculine because men prepared the dish.
Ooh.
And because eating fondue was always very social.
Okay.
They reinforced this through military use and advertising, and this helped cement the popularity across Switzerland.
Whoa.
There are some accounts of people who didn't love fondue.
Who?
There's an account of a farmer
What?
who hated the smell of cheese.
Oh, come on.
And even decades later, when he wrote his autobiography, he, quote, vividly recalled the torment of mealtimes on the farm where he'd worked as a
Torment?
clerk in his younger days, because the farmer's wife, his boss, always added a generous helping of cheese to the food.
Oh,
I
my.
wish my boss would add some cheese to my food.
Heck yeah.
The Swiss Cheese Union was not a sponsor,
Nope.
but if they were, their ad would have gone right here. So we found out that fondue was never an everyday meal across Switzerland.
Aw.
It was a constructed national symbol, not really a timeless staple.
Huh.
Delicious, of course, but it would be like saying everybody in America eats American cheese on everything.
We do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
We've even romanticized the recipe.
Yeah.
It's traditional.
Ooh.
You've got a cooking pot.
Yeah.
It gets rubbed with a cut garlic clove. Wine is added.
Ooh.
It's heated with a little bit of flour.
Yeah.
The cheese is grated.
Yum.
It's usually Gruyere or some other Swiss cheese mixture.
Yummy.
Then it's added, gently stirred, and fully melted.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la is right. And then I thought, well, what's the etymology of this word, fondue?
What is it?
It originates from the French word fondre,
Oh.
which is to melt. That's it. Just to melt.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
So fondue is essentially melted cheese held in a stable emulsion and eaten communally.
Whoa.
In my opinion, with that definition, a lot of things now become fondue.
Oh, boy.
Let's put this to the test.
Okay.
Is nacho cheese fondue?
Is it?
It's melted cheese.
Yeah.
It's stabilized into a smooth emulsion.
True.
It's designed for dipping.
Oh, yeah.
And it's held warm for extended periods. I mean,
Whoa.
functionally, this makes it a cheese fondue variant.
I don't don't think it's fondue.
You know you're only saying this because it breaks the fantasy, right?
I guess.
You want fondue to be cozy, something you eat in the Alps.
Duh.
But nacho cheese can be fluorescent and served at a ballpark, but still delicious.
Yeah.
But according to me, it passes the test.
Whoa.
Now let's try another one.
Okay.
You probably don't like this one because it's already emulsified, so it skips the ritual of heating it up.
Oh boy.
How about Cheese Whiz?
What?
I don't know, you better think about that one. It's fully emulsified.
Okay.
It's shelf stable.
Yeah.
It can be used for dipping.
Yeah.
When it's heated and used communally, I'm going to say it qualifies as fondue.
Okay, I get it. What about queso?
Now you're getting it.
Yeah.
I'd say it's emulsified. It's designed for dipping.
Yeah.
It's usually served warm. So, yeah, this is fondue, but Tex-Mex.
What about Velveeta?
I mean, it's designed to melt without breaking. It's
Yeah.
stable over heat.
Yep.
It's used for dipping.
Whoa.
I'm going to call it the fondue starter kit.
What about American cheese?
Well, I mean, it is emulsified. It has a predictable melt. It has a stable texture.
Oh boy.
So maybe let's call it fondue adjacent when it's melted into a dip.
What about raclette?
I'm going to call this one fondue in denial. It's melted cheese.
Yeah.
It's usually warm. It's shared. It's poured and scraped over food.
Ooh.
But it doesn't like to be called fondue. But yeah, it's fondue in denial.
Okay, now do beer cheese.
100%.
Yeah.
This is melted cheese.
Yep.
The beer works just the same as wine does in fondue.
Oh yeah.
And it's used in communal dipping. So, yep, beer cheese, definitely fondue.
Your favorite, brie cheese.
Well. I'd say this is going to be my most controversial take right here.
Duh.
It is an emulsified cheese product.
Ooh.
It's shelf stable.
Ooh.
It has cheese sauce behavior.
Does it?
It might be controversial because it's not necessarily communal by default. It's not heated.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say yeah.
What?
Easy cheese is just gas station fondue.
You really think everything is fondue?
I do, and you know why?
Why?
To me, fondue isn't just a recipe, it's a lifestyle.
Okay, I'm ready for a joke fondue.
Okay, what cheese won't melt with the others at a fondue party?
I have no idea.
There's only one.
Really?
And it wants to provolone.
Oh my.
Get it? Provolone.
They're getting so bad.
Oh yeah, this one was bad
Yeah.
and of course a little bit cheesy. Thanks for listening to Just Cheesy the Podcast, episode 220, Fondue and Find Out.
Thank you.
Check out our blog leading up to the big game where we're going to announce our 5 favorite cheese dips.
And stay cheesy, everybody.